Honestly, I don't know what it is about this football club, but even when there's nothing to play for, they somehow still rattle me. We're 2-0 down against Liverpool in that first half, two quick fire goals from Gakpo and Diaz. And I'm just there thinking, listen, I've just like stopped watching Lamine Yamal, Barcelona, Hansi Flick, beautiful football to come and watch Arsenal, of course, because I'm trapped. And honestly, I was thinking about it. I said like this whole YouTube, the Arsenal art, this whole YouTube thing, it's just becoming my therapy at this point. I'm pretty sure this is what it's for because the amount of headache this team gives me for no reason, even when nothing matters, like it doesn't matter. We're going to qualify for the Champions League regardless, right? I think one more point will probably just completely guarantee it. I don't think we finish below fifth, regardless of what happens, even if we lose the next two games somehow. But honestly, Arsenal Football Club, yeah, I don't understand. Like, there has to be. You know what? Honestly, I would pay money for like a psychological experiment on the brain of a football fan. When you feel like you've got no choice, you're just locked in to a football club, and that's obviously, yeah, that's how I feel with Arsenal. Obviously, I've got no choice. I've just been born. A man's an Arsenal fan, and I'm just having to deal with this week in, week out. But yeah, guys, in the end, 2-2, and my headache is less. Which, you see, I'm not even happy, right? I'm not happy that it's 2-2. As I said, Liverpool already champions. We're winning nothing this season. I'm rattled, regardless, because of that. I think Arteta, for me, should be sacked anyway. This is my opinion. I think at this point, you see it today, he's always someone who does things way, way too late in terms of just trying to switch things up. Like Martinelli today, playing centre forward, right? And he's putting in a good performance. Trossard, just let him play where he's good at, left wing, right? Martinelli through the middle, causing havoc. Why does it take so long? This is a question everyone's asking. Why does it take so long to reach this kind of, decision or try something new? It takes until we're completely mudded for him to try something. So yeah, man, for me, this is just my therapy for today. Like Arsenal Football Club, 2-2 in the end. And listen, the second half performance was much, much better. But there are some things we have to say because I do think Liverpool, they kind of gifted us like, okay, we've come into the second half, we're playing good, right? We're knocking it about. But I saw the Liverpool players, they weren't running as much, they weren't trying as much. Obviously, they themselves got nothing to play for. But Mr. Slot, what he did by bringing on Trent, right, made no sense. The whole Liverpool stadium, the whole fan base, united, apart from like one guy with a sign saying, "Thank you, Trent," booing him. Like, that was something I was not expecting to hear, to be honest. I thought the Liverpool fans, at least, it would be more 50-50, there'll be some applause. But no, this was unanimous, essentially. Like, Trent, you are a, you what, I don't even want to say it, you are that. They booed him. And I think that moment where he's obviously getting booed, touching the ball sometimes, he's getting booed. And then Odegaard finally finds some power, puts a ball, shoots, and Marino played onside by who? By Trent, and we get the 2-2. So for me, I think Mr. Slot, Arne Slot, you've sort of gifted Arsenal a point here because if you don't bring on Trent, right, you might go and get a little 3-1. Obviously, we were still playing good in the second half, but their momentum completely, like, instead of them gaining any momentum, he sort of killed it for them and then sort of giving us a bit of momentum by bringing on someone that, the Liverpool fan base right now completely despise. Anyway, let's talk about the lineups and talk about some of the performances today from Arsenal Football Club. I thought some of the players today, let me start with saying some positive stuff. For me, Odegaard, for once, no pressure guard. Maybe that's what we need to call him, no pressure guard. He actually looked alright today. He was, I'd said he found his shot power. I don't know where that's been all season. I think obviously against PSG had that good shot against Donnarumma, and maybe his ankle, I don't know, was it injured? Obviously he was injured, you know what I mean? But is it healed now? I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden he can shoot again. And even towards the end, right, it's 2-2. We're on the counter. He could have passed to Zinchenko, but he decided, you know what, let me have a crack myself. And for me, I don't mind that. I don't mind you missing a chance, right? If you're willing to take some responsibility. Like, honestly, I don't mind that. So, fair play to Odegaard today. Look good. And, as I said, listen, if you're being cynical, you just call him no pressure guard. Maybe that's the reason, you're 2-0 down. Why not? Why not have a shot? Why not try and do something different? And somehow, honestly, with me, like today, as I said, with Arteta, how it takes, like, you looked at it through the past seasons as well. When we had Kiwior on the bench, what season was it? I think we were fighting for top four, right? And then the guys decided to keep playing Rob Holding, who's not even a Premier League level centre back. And it took so long for him to figure out, you know what, let me just try Kiwior. And Kiwior played. Pretty sure we beat Newcastle away from home. You know, Kiwior was looking good, right? But it took Arteta so long to make that decision in terms of, you know what, finally, let me try and do something a bit different. And again, this season, man, we've seen it again. Like, it takes so long. The season's done. Now you're trying something different. Now you're switching things up a little bit. You know, you're experimenting a little bit more. But again, too little, too late, man. Obviously, too little, too late. And I think next season again, this conservative nature of the manager and even of a player like Odegaard. There's a moment today that got highlighted by the fans as well. But obviously, Martinelli is now through the middle. Martinelli is buzzing around. He's going in behind now. Massive gap, mate. Just put the ball in. Just put the ball in. It past midfielders for Arsenal, Cesc Fabregas, you know, Mesut Ozil, Santi Cazorla, you know, the Jack Wilshers, the Aaron Ramseys even. You know, these guys would see that pass and they would try at least to get it to, you know, the striker. Try get him in behind. Try get him one-on-one against the goalkeeper. But Odegaard, what did he do? Simple little layoff to Thomas Partey. And I think that just sums up this season for us. Like, whenever we have to take a risk, whenever we have to really try and, you know, turn the screw, don't do it, man. Don't do it. And I think that's a symptom of, you know, Arteta's coaching. And again, my opinion, as I said, like, for me, I would let him go. As I said, before the season even started, I said if you don't win the Premier League, you don't win the Champions League, let him go. And I think, listen, I think we saw it today. As I said, in the end, Odegaard ended up having a good game. But that one moment again kind of just sums up the way we play a lot of the time, man. And it's really, really frustrating to watch as a fan. So yeah, again, big up Martinelli for his performance. I thought today he had a good game. Obviously, going more down the centre, got his goal as well. You know, Gabriel Martinelli, fair play to him. He's one of them players. I always say he's not the best player in the world, but he's a player I'd happily keep at Arsenal, especially as a squad player. If we improve our squad, someone like Martinelli, he's valuable, man. He can play up front, he can play on the wing, relentless work rate. You know, not many players have his sort of pace as well. He's a player. He's a valuable player for Arsenal. Didn't cost us really anything to bring him in when he was a kid. So listen, more than happy to have Martinelli at the club. So fair play to him. Trossard today as well, I thought he actually, yeah, in the end, ended up looking pretty good. Second half especially, I thought Trossard was looking good. Kiwior today I actually thought looked good for a lot of the game, especially on the ball. I was surprised, like, a few times he's going on dribbles, and I was like, oh, who's that? It's Kiwior. So, like, fair play to him. Lewis Skelly as well. This is my guy, man. You know, the confidence of the kid. Obviously, ignore the rating, man. I don't care about all of that. But yeah, Lewis Skelly, most foul play in the match. Salah was struggling all game against my guy Lewis Skelly. So yeah, big him up as well. And the Liverpool fans, they're rattled because apparently, I ain't even seen the clip, but apparently he didn't clap for the Guard of Honor. I didn't even watch the whole Guard of Honor thing. So apparently he didn't clap. So fair play to him. That's all I'll say. Fair play. Listen, I would have clapped, right? To just say respect. But listen, if you feel like you've got the competitive edge, you don't want to clap, I don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal, man. There's always someone in the team. I think it was Bernardo Silva for Man City when Liverpool won it, right? He didn't want to clap for them. There's always someone who's so, you know, ready to go, so competitive that they don't want to be clapping for the enemy. And that's what Lewis Skelly is about. So for me, I have no issue with that whatsoever. And yeah, man, let's talk about just a few more players, not make this too long. The likes of Bukayo Saka today look good as well. Dribbling as always. Listen, Saka had a big chance at the beginning. Like, we had a massive chance. He should have scored. Odegaard crossed it in. Set piece, should have finished it, missed, whatever. But apart from that, Saka, obviously, there's not much to say. Saka never really has a bad game. He's just one of them players, even at his worst, it's like a 7 out of 10. You know, he's better than most players, regardless. So yeah, big up Saka as always. And Ben White today, at some points, especially second half, you know, looked okay. One moment, though, where he kind of gets in behind, he goes for a shot, should have played it across. Maybe Martinelli scores a tap in there. So only criticism I'd have of him. Saliba, yeah, for me, Saliba is okay. No problem with him. For the goal, the first goal, I'd call it like he could have done better for the team. But yeah, it's William Saliba. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain too much about Saliba. Raya made saves when he had to make saves. Partey, hit and miss, man. Sometimes the guy is jogging and I'm just thinking like, bro, you're not even involved. Other times he's on the ball, he's looking good. One of them players in it. Like, I don't even talk about Partey sometimes because I don't even know if he's going to stay this summer. I'm assuming he's going to leave. I'm assuming he's going to leave, but you never know. We signed Zubimendi. If we get rid of Party, then I guess we need to bring someone else in, or you let Lewis Kelly go into midfield. So that's always an option for us for next season. And Marino, man. Marino, the last player I have to touch on as well. Mikel Marino, listen, he's actually a good player. I said it the other day, like, he's actually a good player, but his limitations are so insane. He's so stiff. He's so slow. He is not someone who should be playing in midfield. Like, we somehow signed him as a midfielder. Oh, he's a Xhaka replacement. He's this, he's that. This guy is slower than Xhaka. He is stiffer than Xhaka. I never thought that was possible. But the saving grace about Marino, he's actually a good striker. Actually a good striker. So for me, listen, don't play him in midfielder game. I think he's a valuable player actually to even keep for next season. Like, just let him come off the bench, play through the number 9 position. Like, his close control is really good. His passing when it has to be is decent. And in the box, his heading, his finishing, it's good. So for me, he's actually a very, very good option, but through the middle. He's like some sort of Giroud, bit of an upgrade, I'd say, because Giroud didn't really have the dribbling like Marino's got this little two-step thing that he does. But in the middle, man, he's a disaster. So yeah, enough of that. Don't let him play from deep. Let him stay up front. Don't make him defend too much. Just let him do his business. Final third, get in the box, link up play, and we've got a decent player there. So for me, Marino, listen, you'll do better, man, in terms of these situations if you're ever playing in midfield. But you're number 9 now. 100%. You are a striker. So yes, people, let's just wrap up this video here by looking at the table very, very quickly. Liverpool, of course, champions, 83 points. Arsenal, 68 now. 14 draws, though, which is actually insane. Only lost 4 games, but to have 14 draws in one season, yeah, is insane. I'm not going to lie to you, insane stats there. But yeah, four losses, 18 wins, 14 draws, 68 points, and we've got Newcastle next. So yeah, I'll do a preview for that. I actually do a preview for that game because Newcastle are a team that I actually admire. I admire the way they play. I love the way they play. And they're a team that keep on giving Arsenal a lot of problems because of the way they play. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very tough game. I do believe we're at home. I'm pretty sure we're at home. But yeah, it's going to be a very tough game for Arsenal against Newcastle. And that might be the battle for second. Pretty much, yeah, it might be the battle for second. So we need to at least not lose that game. And I think we're pretty much good. But yeah, we'll talk about that more when we get closer to that game. But yeah, Arsenal, listen, Champions League, we'll get that regardless. I think that's pretty much a lock because all of these other teams, like Villa, Chelsea, like they're all going to drop points. So it's one of them ones for us. Like, it's not something to worry about. But yeah, man, Arsenal Football Club, it is what it is. For me, I feel like the project, it's very hard to be excited about Arsenal in general because I'm not excited for next season, even if we sign like 5 players. I just feel like with Arteta, like we'll be close, maybe. But at the end of the day, to take the next step, I think there's too much cowardice at times. There's too much fear, and I feel like that just holds us back, man. So for me, I'd love to see a new manager come in and push this project or whatever you want to call it further and take us over the line. Because I just don't think it's Arteta. But yeah, man, listen, what can we say? That's just me saying it. It's not going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah, guys, 2-2, Arsenal, Champions League football. We're pretty much taking another step towards that for next season. But apart from that, guys, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Everyone who's been subscribing as well and liking, big up you guys, much appreciated as well. And yeah, this channel's growing, man. This channel's growing this summer. Well, this next few months, the content's going to be coming, especially on this channel, going into next season. And we're going to start really, really pushing stuff on this channel. So yeah, big up everyone. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, take care and peace.